Hello everyone, yes, it is Redmen TV, it is the instant match reaction, and it was 3 points to the mighty Reds.
Come on!
In the league, we won a game in the league, it's great. We're not going to focus too much about how horrendous the table still looks, that's it. This is like, you know, I always say, like, don't look at the league table for 10 games, don't look at it for another 5.
Just enjoy the wins without having to look at the league table and find out where we are.
Treat them as like isolated incidents, like you're just watching a game of football.
Top of the league between us and Wolves today.
Yeah, fine, absolutely fine. We've won a game of football. It's a good thing. What was this a stellar thing? Klopp described it. We had a few people saying this in the match reactions as well.
Dirty
win. Yeah, very much a dirty win. I have got no problem with that whatsoever.
No, I just like wins, whether they're dirty or they're free flowing and it's 4-0. I love them all in different ways. Yeah. Like having 7 kids, and you love them all. Some more than others, of course. Don't let anyone say that doesn't happen, because it does. But no, look,
everyone prefers the first one.
Liverpool had to get back to winning ways, and Liverpool fighting for a clean sheet with those 2 centre halves is a good learning curve for them. You know what I mean? And that's it. We did have to fight for that win, and it was difficult. And we, obviously the thing with Patricio at the end, it makes it harder in a way for both teams, not just for Liverpool. Yeah. But you've got to switch on. You've got to be able to come back and keep your steel and stuff like that. But there was good moments going forwards. I didn't think it was a complete performance, but certainly defensively, it was a very good performance for us.
I've said this before. You've just got to stick the ball in the back of the net, and that's where we're at now. Our performances, because we've had good performances and lost, we've had bad performances and won over the years, blah blah blah. What we've been doing of late is doing enough to win football matches, but not putting the ball in the back of the net. Yeah. And this probably wasn't too dissimilar to a lot of those games. But we scored a goal because you make it for yourself. You make your own look. And what we had tonight was a front three that, again, they all had moments. Not one of them was flawless for the full 90 minutes. Salah was probably the overall quietest out of the front three. I think Mane burned brightly but shortly. I think we got an hour or so out of him before that was. You could see that. You could just see Sadio Mane's not the kind of guy who strolls around the pitch ever, but he was done. And Jota, is back on it. He had loads of bright sparks all over the pitch, and he scored a goal for us. You've got 3 lads there, all of whom can win football matches for you, and that's something that we desperately need right now, because Mane's not in goal scoring form. Salah's doing everything he can, and Bobby Firmino's not in goal scoring form. So Jota coming in has just given us another lad who you can push the ball to, and know that he's likely to get a goal.
And he's wanting to do things differently to Bobby. He's not coming in and trying to be Bobby, because that's not his game. He's coming in and doing elements of what Bobby Firmino does. He's dropping deep, he's linking play up. But what ultimately the difference between Jota and Bobby is he wants and needs to get on the end of opportunities, and he's going to drive towards the goal. And I think that's opening the game up a little bit for Sadio Mane and Salah at the moment, in that they're able to do different things because they play a certain way because of the way that Bobby plays and stuff like that. But because of the way Jota plays, it's opening other avenues up for them to go and showcase what else they can do.
And that's the thing, you play differently with these people because you don't really, and maybe I'm being overreading into this, but that Jota can go and put it away, so you're more willing to give the ball to him. So there does, the way that the 3 linked up for Jota's goal was fantastic, because every one of them in another circumstance could quite easily have done something different.
They could have all taken a shot, couldn't they, to be honest with you? And let's take it back a step further. Fucking huge header from that Phillips in the middle of the park that breaks it open.
Yep.
And then the 3 of them pounce, don't they? Great play by Mane to see Salah, great play by Salah to see Mane. Mane's was probably the best pass, and technically the worst pass, because maybe it comes off his foot at a mad little angle or whatever. But the fact that he's gone with that to first time to open his body up, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And then Jota's there, and Jota just takes it early.
And Jota does exactly that. And this is the thing, he's such a... I can see why Wolves fans don't absolutely adore him, because if he's not sticking the ball in the back of the net, he's a very untidy footballer. The same as all of our front three are like this. I mean, Bobby's very silky, but you trade up other things with Bobby. But Bobby was already at the club. We bought Salah and Mane. In the Klopp era, we bought them in, and they are very moneyball footballers. They are very they just don't look smooth. They're quite awkward in ways, and things bundle for. Jota is so bundly. But like all the best players have got that kind of thing going for them. They've got a random X factor that you can't put your finger on. The amount of times he just goes up against someone and it bounces off a knee and ends up in his path is mad. And he's just like, it's like he's got like luck powers. He's like Domino in Deadpool 2. He uses that to his benefit. He takes that shot on early. It's left-footed. It's just not, it's an unexpected thing and it catches the goalkeeper cold, boss. And we've won the game because of that. That's a situation where Roberto Firmino probably wouldn't be on that side of the three for a start because he would be looking to lynch it from the middle of the attack. But I don't think he takes that shot on that early, and he doesn't take it on left-footed. And that's again, I know it's possible to have a discourse about players without having to be he's good, he's shit. It's not that at all. It's
different. It's just different.
Different. We needed to do something different, and Jota's come back, and he needed that goal because if you go a few, if you go a few weeks and there comes a bit of a pressure on him, he's cut that all out. He scored against his former team. He's won us a game. We're going into a massive break, all with smiles on our faces because of Diogo Jota.
And we've been able to freshen up the midfield again there. Two subs that I think maybe had Wolves equalise your question, but they didn't equalise, and we were able to give Wijnaldum some rest and Thiago some rest, because those two needed it as well, to be honest with you. So, yeah, all in all, a hard-fought win against a good side. Brilliant.
Yeah, exactly what we needed. And
more of that, please.
You were talking about it, you can have... It was a performance where people stepped up to the plate. That we've got a nice balance in that midfield. I thought it was another good performance from Thiago. I've seen a couple of people critical, and I think when he picks up a yellow card, because it became a bit of a joke about him picking up yellow cards, people go, yellow card equals Thiago didn't have a good game. Nonsense. He was breaking up play, and what I was saying on the match reactions, he does. There's a couple of challenges there where he's just a bit late, and he's half a yard or he's a step short, which is something I think will continue to come with him being more integrated into the Premier League, into this team, etc. But he plays on the edge. When you play that style of play, there's a very fine margin between winning a ball back in an awkward situation and completely changing the dynamic of a game.
You're right.
And giving a free kick away.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And there was a few times throughout the game where he does win the ball high up the pitch because of him pressing at pace and going for it and fully committing to it. So you walk the tightrope, don't you, almost, as a midfielder in those situations. I'd much rather have a player that's going to do that than going to get close and jockey, because that's fucking easy. You just get eaten apart if you're just going to do that time and time again. You've got to force them into doing something and make it difficult for them. That's what Thiago's doing. And all three of them today, Paul, they all worked dead hard to win the ball back. It wasn't a full 60-70% of the ball for Liverpool today, pass it round, everyone looks good, neat and tidy. It was, you'd have to work really hard to get the ball back off Wolves, and all three of the midfielders did that.
All three of the midfielders were dogged, they were determined, they stuck to the task, they expended tons of energy, and Jordan Henderson wasn't in the team.
Yeah.
And that's massive. That is huge, because I've said this for a while, but without knowing, it crept up on us that our team's built around Jordan Henderson. Like no one ever would have imagined this like 3 years ago, when everyone was saying he's crap and he needs to get sold. Like, he is the absolute life and soul of this football team, and we are much worse normally when he's not in that team. Well, we've just gone and won 2 massive games in the last 7 days without the captain in there driving us on. I was well impressed with that. And just the other ones, we'll talk about the centre backs in a second, but I just want to draw people's attention to a couple of things. First and foremost, Stephen Hunt, who joined as a new member. Well done. He says, I'm a new member. Thanks for the welcome. I really appreciate your channel. Kept me going through COVID. It's kept us going, and you guys have kept us going as well. So thank you so much for that.
Talking about guys who've kept us going.
Speaking of who literally kept us going, Scott Hawkes, my good God, with $125 super chat. Scott, Christ. We were very solid.
If Henderson's the beating heartbeat of this Liverpool side, it snuck up on us, but Scott Hawkes has suddenly become the beating heartbeat of Redmen TV.
Than both of us at this point. We were very solid, and we won a lot of games being solid last season rather than spectacular. This is what you and the crew for the live watch-alongs, Ben for the top documentary, Tom for the Cop Chronicles, keeping us a lot of us sane no matter how the Reds play. Thank you so much, Scott. Yeah, he's referencing it to the new content we've got on the redmentv.com. Yeah, if you subscribe over there, is another reason to support us. If you just want to support us, great. But we give you loads of amazing content. Another way, I promised you during the watch on that I would update you on how the Redmen Picks has gone. So it's our brand new game that you can play on redmenpicks.com, where you pick a bunch of things that might happen in the football match and you get points assigned to correct answers. Do you know how many points you got?
I'm gonna guess 17.
I don't know, but I got 9.
I got 17.
You got the goal in the first half, correct? Of course, just squeaked that one in there. So you got 2 points for that. We did not score in the second half, so we both got that wrong. You thought we were going to score 3 goals.
Didn't get that right.
Didn't get that right. You thought we'd keep a clean sheet. Correct. Well done.
It.
Yeah, absolutely. Will Liverpool beat Wolves? Chris Rajak, yes. Gets a point for that. Brilliant. Will Salah score? No. Correct. Well done. He did not. Will Mane score? You said yes. Incorrect. Thiago with assist, you said no. Correct. Kabak tackles. Did you get 2 tackles? We both got that one right for us and Kabak. Well done us. Robertson, 1 tackle apiece. Got that right as well. Fantastic. Alisson saves.
5 he made.
2? Did he make? Over 5? Oh, did he make 5? We both got that wrong. Wow, that was a lot of saves from Alisson Becker. Should have known, really. My 1 was well off.
That was done in like 2 minutes.
It's the first half. I think that was literally like, yeah. How many shots did Salah have on target? I think we both got. Did we get that wrong as well? Yeah. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at the leaderboards just so you can see what this is all about.
We had a winner for 500 today.
We had a big winner. Leslie Mack takes home 500 quid. With 25 points, and then what we had was a split below that. Loads of people getting 24, or who split the second place prize. So 83 goes to it. And just actually, what I noticed, I didn't realise this previously. We can just see what Leslie actually did.
Yeah.
Leslie got Liverpool score in the second half.
Just go down to the bottom because that's the impressive stuff. It's the tackles and the shots.
How many shots will Salah have on target? It was correct. He had 4 points for that. 4 points for the saves from Alisson. 4 points for the tackles from Robbo, and 4 points for the tackles from Ozan Kabak.
That's impressive. Like they're the big point scoring ones as well. You know what I mean? So
and
that's brilliant. Like.
So yeah, we have one of these for every Liverpool game. Obviously, there's a bit of a break now till we next play, but do bear it in mind the next time around. It's free to play. Just go to redmenpicks.com. If you go today, right now, and just sign up, and then it's there for you when you want it for next time. But yeah, you just log in, do your picks. You don't have to put any bank details in unless you win. So these guys will do it, and they will be getting money transferred to them just for putting a few answers on a little app. Great. Right, yeah, Chris, let's just quickly talk. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Just make sure, you're very gamble aware with these things, and check the terms and conditions on it because, look, it's a whole legal thing, and we don't want anyone getting in bother in terms of the whole gambling side of things. Do obviously look after yourself on that regard, and keep abreast of all the latest things around that with the link and the description below the video. Nat Phillips, Ozan Kabak. To your point, it could go back to this winning nasty things. Bigger challenges will come on the horizon. Would that have been a different challenge with Raul Jimenez up front? Probably. They didn't have him up front. We kept a clean sheet. It's another game where I can look and go, here's what Nat Phillips did, here's what Ozan Kabak did. If we have any hope of getting anything out the season, if we can just keep them as a partnership together, that will be a big factor.
Yeah, Liverpool will be better, and they'll get better as well. They'll improve. And listen, we know. I don't want to focus. I'm going to take that back. I don't want to focus on what they can and can't do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to focus on what they did. Because that's what I've seen, and they played bloody well, both of them, and they're complementing each other so well at the moment that it's not two lads playing well independent of each other. It's two lads playing well together. Yep. And that's the thing. Kabak's looking really good in that calm, going to take a step back, breathe, allowing Nat Phillips to push up, go and attack things. And Phillips is doing what he does. He's going forward, he's being aggressive, he's winning challenges. But he can only do that if Kabak, if he knows his centre-back partner is going to cover him in case anything goes wrong. Yep. And vice versa, they're dovetailing really well with each other. And it's got the beginnings of a good little partnership there between the two of them.
Who knew? Just playing two professional
Everyone on the internet who watches Liverpool, Paul.
Yeah, 100%. Two professional centre-halves playing alongside each other and training together and getting games. And, you know, that's the thing at this point, is I don't know what their levels are. You know, Virgil van Dijk is a 10. It's a churlish exercise to try and rank them. The point is, we don't have Virgil van Dijk, and we don't have Gomez, and we don't have Matip. But what we do have is two lads who are going out there and putting a shift in, and as you say, seemingly developing a decent partnership at the moment. It is what it is, and hopefully they just allow us to be able to not worry about it as much and go, this is the best we've got. And they're able to, and if we just need them to be able to play every game between now and the end of the season, as far as I'm concerned. If they can do that, we can make our peace with it, and we can build the rest of the team around that. But what we've had for ages now is lads who aren't up to the levels that we've had previously, but they're chopping and changing every other week. So there's the destabilisation, and then the knock-on impact of the midfield from Fabinho and Henderson being shuffled and all that kind of stuff. If we're able to get Bobby Firmino back fit and keep rotating the midfield three, and just have, no matter what their level is, those centre-back pairing just for the rest of the season, that's the best platform for whatever success looks like between now and there for me.
That's it. And listen, you know, I think now we know what we're going to get with Nat Phillips, and it's 110% every time he takes to the field. And you know,
he's a joy. I get so much pleasure out of watching him play football.
It reminds me a lot of like your Jamie Carragher's and some of the players that I've loved down the years, because they don't have to be technically the best player, but they're going to give more than the best player. And, you know, that was the beauty of watching Suarez, because he gave the most on the field, and he was technically the best player. It's why everyone fell in love with Louis. But I love watching players like Nat Phillips play footy. It's just fucking brilliant, mate. I love it when someone plays for your team who wants to play for your team like
100%.
that.
And the thing is, we've got that all over the place. The fact that he stands out on top of that, I just think it's just great, isn't it? I mean, it's mad because we've been blessed. Because Virgil van Dijk is he might well go down as one of the best centre-halves, if not the best centre-half in the Premier League, because he's that good. It's very rare that a centre-half could also be the best player on the planet. That's how good Virgil van Dijk is. So, you know, it's mad. But I was thinking this the other day, and we've had this conversation before about how we kind of we've gotten used to how good he is, so we don't like pair over him anymore. So it is kind of nice to have a lad come in and he's fighting and scrapping and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's cool. I enjoy it. It's a bit like, you know, it's not like, this is not Rocky Balboa at the peak of his powers. This is Rocky Balboa coming in, giving it the hurrah, giving it the bifters, knowing this might be his last. Every game might be his last, and that's how he's playing. And there's something really just lovable about that. There's something totally engrossing in watching that kind of performance. And good, I've said this plenty of times before, and I don't know what the future holds, but right now I don't give a shit. As long as his future is he can play every game between now, he's fit and available for every game, and he continues to put that level in, his level will be what his level is. Jurgen Klopp is the perfect manager to get a tune out of what it is. It's a departed line, quoting John Lennon, but he says, like, you know, he says, I'm an artist, give me a fucking tuba and I'll get something out of it. That's what Jurgen Klopp is as a coach. He's like, right, what have I got to work with? This guy, and this guy. Right, sound. I'm gonna, you know, you may not win the Ballon d'Or, but I'm gonna get something out of it.
He's got a pan and a spoon, and he's gonna make something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah, long may it continue. Fingers crossed. Right, we're gonna wrap that up for the instant match reaction. There's more to come from us. Not tonight, unfortunately. Well, there is. If you go to the redmentv.com and sign up, you can watch Ben's documentary on 1 year since Atletico.
Oh, it's amazing.
It is
proper journalism, like, yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, we do lots and lots of documentary stuff, but this is a really hard hitting, really powerful stuff. I know people like to feel feelings in the documentaries, and we've got you covered for that. There's also some more light-hearted stuff, more nostalgic stuff, some great stuff looking back on the title win last season, on the 50 greatest moments of Jurgen Klopp, loads of great interviews.
Tom's Cop Chronicles stuff on Callaghan were brilliant as well.
The Ian Callaghan one is incredible as well. That went out on Friday. So loads of stuff. Go and sign up on the redmentv.com. And if you join as a club legend right now, you get entered into our competition to win a signed Luis Suarez print. So not only can you support the channel and support everything we do, we give you some amazing content, and you get loads of bonus extras and the chance to win amazing prizes. And the Reds are boss again because we're winning football matches, and we've got a Champions League quarter-final to look forward to, and we've won a game in the league. Yes. So yeah, join up right now, and we hope to see you over there. Final word show is tomorrow morning, 60 minutes looking on this, so I hope to see you there. If not, see you soon. Ta-ra. Hey everyone, mate here. Just want to let you know about a fantastic competition we have got running right now to win this incredible limited edition signed Luis Suarez print. To be in with a chance of winning that, all you have to do is sign up or upgrade your membership to a Club Legend tier on the redmentv.com, our exclusive Liverpool streaming platform. Not only that, but we have monthly competitions each and every month where you get to win prizes of this level, and in fact sometimes better as well, if you could even believe that. On top of that, you're going to get free merchandise, discount merchandise, and access to our exclusive Discord group, which is full of really nice human beings chatting about Liverpool and us as well. There's also a whole host of incredible content over on the website streaming right now: documentary series, feature-length features, exclusive interviews with Liverpool legends past and present, and additional content in and around the match as well. So yes, get over there, sign up or upgrade your subscription now to Club Legend, and be in with a chance of winning the signed Luis Suarez print.